Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited to share with you a few books that I picked up this weekend. The last weekend when I stepped out for a coffee, I happened to pass by a used bookshop and yeah, of course I couldn't resist myself. I stepped in and I luckily found out some nice books, and some of them are not even used books. So they did have a section for brand new books as well. So here I am, excited to show you the books that I picked up during that visit. My name is Angela. I'm your own bookaholic brown name. You can call me Angie. In this channel, I talk about books. So if you love books, please subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, and comment because I love to engage with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first book that I bought is a classic. So now I was reading War and Peace last month. Currently, this is being DNF'd, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to finish it. I definitely love the story. I love the way, the writing, everything, and of course, it's Tolstoy. So definitely, I want to pick it up at a later point in life when I have the mood for it, and I will finish it. I definitely want to indulge more into classics in the future, and mostly classic short stories and classic novels. So I picked up this classic omnibus edition of two-in-one novels of D.H. Lawrence, the famous British novelist. I think he's a poet as well, and he wrote a lot of short stories as well. I think I understand. No, essays, short stories as well. So what I found interesting about D.H. Lawrence, because I have only heard of his name but had not known much about him personally or his writing personally. I just knew that he's a famous British author. So what caught my interest while I was browsing the books in the bookshop was this sentence. He expressed his utter dismay at the hypocritical Anglo-Saxon mindset in a harsh satire, had radical ideas on relationships between the sexes, and held a burlesque view of the rapidly industrializing world. No wonder the works of D.H. Lawrence led to heated controversies and invited censorship for feminine indecency. And that caught my attention, and I decided to buy this book. So there are two novels in this, Sons and Lovers, and the second one is Women in Love. And I'm excited to read this. It looks chunky, but actually, because it's quite a short book, so I think it's quite okay. It's reasonably sized book. So that was two-in-one novel by D.H. Lawrence. Next is a book that I've been seeing, especially an author that I've been seeing everywhere, like in bookshops or in booktube videos, and that is Sally Rooney. And I haven't read any of her books, including Normal People, but I happened to come across this book, which is Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney in the bookshop, and I immediately picked it up. I know that this is a story between four friends and how they figure out relationships and how to navigate the world. That's all I know about this book. I hope this is interesting. This is not my genre, but yeah, I am willing to go crazy and try different genres as well this year. So yeah, that's Sally Rooney, Beautiful World, Where Are You? Next is a non-fiction book that I picked up, and it's come with a cover. So let me peel off the plastic. And so the book is Great Works of Leon Trotsky. Now, I've always been interested in Russian history, and of course, I grew up in Kerala, so I've been surrounded by Russian literature, Russian history, and all those things. You know, we had the subscription of a Russian magazine called Misha while I was growing up in the 80s and early 90s until the fall of the Soviet Union. We had that subscription, so I used to wait eagerly for the Misha subscription. And we also had subscription for Sputnik, which was also kind of a Reader's Digest kind of a novel from Russia. So yeah, and we used to watch a lot of Russian movies in the Russian Cultural Center back in Trivandrum. So I grew up surrounded by Russian literature and Russian history, so I was always fascinated by it. But unfortunately, I'm not that familiar that much with Russian history as such, so I decided to read up on the history, and this is something that I found in the bookshop. And I think there are 2 books included in this. Let me check it out. Actually 3 books: My Life, The Revolution Betrayed, and Literature and Revolution. So My Life is Trotsky's autobiography that was written after his expulsion from the Soviet Union in 1929. It details the formation of Trotsky's political development as a young student revolutionary in the southern Russian, to his integration into the Bolshevik Party in 1972, to his leadership with Lenin of the October Revolution, and the subsequent rise of the bureaucracy led by Joseph Stalin that stamped out all the remnants of that revolution. So he was a huge critic of the Stalin era or regime. So that's why I think he fled, and he sought refuge in Norway, I think. Then the history of the Russian Revolution by Leon Trotsky. It is a monumental history of the first successful workers' revolution. It is a 3-volume book on the Russian Revolution of 1917, first published in 1930. And the 3rd book, which is included in this edition, is The Revolution Betrayed, which was published in 1937. This work analyzed and criticized the course of historical development in the Soviet Union following the death of Lenin in 1924, and is regarded as Trotsky's primary work dealing with the nature of Stalinism. So this book was written by Trotsky during his exile in Norway. That is great works of Leon Trotsky. Next, again I picked up a book which is kind of outside my comfort zone, which is a historical fiction. I love historical fiction, but it is mostly military fiction. And I don't like military fiction that much, but I thought, why not? This book was available for a very affordable price. It is a used book, but it was a nice hardback, which is Bernard Cornwell's The Fort. I love the cover, very beautiful and pretty. This is the back cover. You will in all your operations cooperate with the troops under your command in endeavoring to captivate, kill, or destroy the whole force of the enemy there, both by sea and land. So basically this story is during the time of American War for Independence, 1779, in the 3rd year of the War of Independence. So there is this bunch of Britishers, they wanted to form a garrison, and they sailed from Halifax for this purpose to establish a very strong stronghold in a crucial position, holding the New England seaboard. On the other hand, the state of Massachusetts was determined to quash this threat. So they formed a fleet of 40 vessels to defend this oncoming attack. What is interesting is this last paragraph that I read about the book. The battle that followed is a classic example of how the best laid plans can be disrupted by personality and politics, of how warfare can bring out both the best and worst in men of all kinds. It is a tale of men at war, the choices they make and the stresses they suffered. It is one of Bernard Cornwell's best books. So I saw this beautiful copy in the bookshop and I was tempted to pick it up, and I did. That's how the naked cover looks like. So that was The Fort by Bernard Cornwell. Last but not the least, I picked up the Kindle edition of Winter Road by Adrian Selby. Now, I bought this book to read as part of a read along that is going on in Steve's channel. Steve talks about books, and there will be a discussion with the author himself on April 21st, Adrian Selby, in Steve's channel. So I hope you guys will join us there while we discuss the book. I'm only a quarter part into the book and I'm already loving it. Definitely it's not a genre that I'm that used to. Military fantasy fiction, but so far I'm really loving it. The blurb on the book says that if you love Mark Lawrence and Abercrombie or Sapolsky, then you will definitely need to pick this book up. So and Steve also did a nice review of this book just the other day, and he absolutely loved this book. So I'm hoping that I will also love this book, and I'm so excited to talk to the author about this on coming 21st. That was the last book in the book haul or mini book haul today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so, and please like, share and comment. I will see you soon in another video. This is Angie signing off. Bye bye.